Good morning students, welcome back to your English class. So in the previous part of a chapter or the previous part of this video, we had learned about chapter number 10, the king with dirty feet. Okay, and we had completed half of the chapter, so we will be continuing the chapter and we will complete it today, right? So the chapter the king with dirty feet is a story about a king who had everything that someone would want in his life but was still kind of unhappy with one thing. And what was that? That was his bath time. Okay, the king did not want to take a bath until one day that the smell of his body became so much that he decided to finally bath. Okay, so he went to the pond, ordered for the royal soap, ordered for the royal towel and took a bath finally. After that, when he stepped onto the ground, the soil stuck to his feet. His feet became dirty again. So he went into the water and again washed his feet, and again when he came out, his feet were dirty again. Okay, so this was continuously happening. Then he called out for his attendant Gabu, and Gabu was his personal maybe attendant or servant who did whatever the king said. So he called out for him and he asked Gabu to clean the earth within 3 days so that his feet were not dirty. So Gabu thought of an idea. What he thought was, when something is dirty, we sweep it, we brush it. So he brushed the whole village, as a result of which the earth did not become clean, but rather the air got polluted. There was dust everywhere. After that, he decided to put water to get rid of the dust as well. What happened? He poured so much water along with the villagers that there was a flood. Okay, so when there was a flood, the king shouted again. Like when there was dust in the air, the king shouted at Gabu that, Gabu, I had asked you to clean the earth, not to make the air dirty. Then after he put water into the earth so that the dust from the air will settle down, the king shouted again. Why? Because there was a flood and the water has reached up to the chests. So the king shouted that, I had told you to clean the earth, to clean the air also, not to bring flood to my kingdom. What you have done? So now Gabu decided to cover the entire earth in leather. Okay, we'll read from there on. After that, Gabu decided to cover the land with leather. He said to the villagers, please help me. So needles were threaded and knots were tied. They all began to sew little stitches of leather one together. Okay, so what happened? They began to stitch leather because covering the entire earth in one piece of leather is not possible. So what did they? They took small pieces of leather and began stitching it. And after that, they spread it evenly on the earth. And what happened? It fitted perfectly. From the well to the temple, from the palace to the river, everywhere the leather was spread evenly and it fitted perfectly. Now, the king was happy with Gabu. What happened? Just then, an old man from in between the villagers came out and said to the king that, Your Majesty, how will anything grow now that the land is covered with leather? The grass will not be able to push its way through. There will be no vegetables or flowers and no new trees. The animals will be hungry and there will be nothing for us to eat. Now everyone was listening. Okay, so when everything was covered with leather, no one had thought about it, that how will they grow anything on the land. That old man told the king about this, that sir, that now you have covered the entire earth in leather, how will anything grow in it? Plants will not grow, vegetables will not grow, animals will not get anything to eat, also we will not get anything to eat. So the king was silent and the villagers were also silent. No one had an answer. Then the old man again said that, Your Majesty, you don't have to cover the entire earth with leather. Instead, he had a plan. What he did, where the king was standing, he took out a pair of scissors, cut the leather around the king's feet and tied them by the help of laces and thread to the king's feet, each one on each feet. Now he asked the king to take a step forward. The king took a step forward, then another, then he began to jump and then he began to run. And he realized that even though the earth was not covered with leather, his feet were covered. So his feet were not becoming dirty. Now he had been so happy that he began jumping and screaming and laughing all the way, and he was really happy with the old man. He said that try them your majesty. So when he tried, he said, this is splendid. He walked, he ran, he jumped. Hooray, he cried, I can walk anywhere and my feet will be clean. The king said that. Okay, so these were how the first pair of shoes were invented. This is the first time someone has invented shoes. Okay, so these were the first pair of shoes ever made, and people have been wearing them ever since. So this is a story about how the first pair of shoes were made. Okay, I hope it is clear. It's about a king whose feet became dirty, so he decided to clean the entire earth, and when he was not able to do so, he decided to cover the entire earth up, to which an old and wise man came and advised him, made him realize that when we have a problem, we do not need to cover the entire earth with leather. That is stopping the natural processes. Instead, we can cover our own feet so that when we walk, our feet will not be dirty. Okay, I hope this chapter is clear. You can go through the chapter in your book. It is present at page number 59, chapter 10, The King with Dirty Feet. You can read it from here and then again watch this video for explanation. It's a 2-page chapter, and I hope you will be understanding this chapter very easily because it's a really easy one. Okay, so talking of difficult words, so your first difficult word is marvelous, and this is when Gabu had suggested the first idea to sweep the entire earth and to clean it. Okay, so anything that is said marvelous means wonderful. Okay, the next word is splendid, and the meaning of splendid is again excellent. When the king shouted, this is splendid, he meant this is excellent. So these are the 2 difficult words from your chapter. You can try and making sentences with these words. Okay, these are the 2 words. Try making sentences, read the chapter again, and hopefully there should not be any more doubts. Okay students, for today this is the entire chapter. I hope you have understood the chapter. So go through it and we'll see you in the next part with the question answers.